Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin report for Thursday, May the 26th. And this chart we're looking at here is the crypto index. Well, there's many crypto indexes, but this is just the top 10. And we're just looking at a triangle pattern here. It's pretty straightforward. There are a couple of things that I need to talk about. Here is that we can look at it as wave 3 here. We can look at it as an A, B, C, D, and E here, and we can also bring this wave 4 down to here. Now, it's also possible that, you know, the length of this one over here, roughly, to this one over here, brings back to the 38.2% retracement level, all the way 4 of 1 lesser degree. So it is possible for it to move up to here. Will it? I don't think so. And I'll explain why in a moment, but I don't think this is finished here either. So I'll just go over the scenarios. We could put wave E here, and we could come straight down from that point. And then that would be wave 4. That's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is that we still have another move up here to go, and then we would put wave E here, and this would be an A and a B and a C here for wave E at that point. That kind of makes the most sense to me, and then we'll go down from that point. It's also possible that this could just get a little bit larger, because this is quite large, an ABC here, an ABC here, but this one here is quite small, isn't it? So we could also bring this over to this point and look at this here as an A wave, a B wave, and some sort of C wave coming down to this point, to having wave D here, and then another ABC pattern here, just to, you know, confuse us all, and then go down from that point, and we would put it over here at that point. So there's a few variations to go, but I don't think it's going very far from here. And one of the reasons for that is, you know, that the crypto's been in line with the other assets, especially the tech stocks. After all, it is a tech thing. So with the NASDAQ here and the S&P, we're looking for an A wave, a B wave, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a C wave here, and then come down. So I think that they're going to come down, they'll come down together. Now, there's another way to count this as well, which would take us to this wave 3 being a Y wave here, and then a Y wave, and coming down at that point. But I won't go into all of that at the moment. But we're looking for a little bit of upside here, so pretty much we're looking at maybe Friday and Monday to the downside. It could be sort of earlier than that, but that's kind of what's holding it up at the moment. Yeah, so that's that. Ethereum's the same as well. If we look at Ethereum here in much the same light as well, we can, from wave 3 here, we look for an A wave, a B wave, well, an A, B, C for the B wave, an A, B, C here for the C wave. And we could look at the D wave here. We could also put the E wave over here, and we could put that here, and we could be done and dusted, and we can drop down at that point. So that's possible. Or we will see this come down here, as a little ABC or 5 waves, it doesn't really matter at this point, and then we'll put this here, and then this one would need to be over here as such, back on that trend line, and we'll have another little dog leg in here for this, and then go down at that point. Something, one of the two, you know. So they don't all have to move exactly the same, but they're just sort of tending to do that a bit lately. So whichever, you know, it could be either way. But the main takeaway here is that we do have overlapping wave structures in this particular pattern, so we should be seeing more downside in due course. Now, let's go and have a look at Bitcoin, but we'll look at the bigger picture first with Bitcoin. So this is the bigger picture here. So we're looking at this being a top here, and we're looking for an A wave and a B wave and a C wave. We look for some sort of, you know, as a starting point without getting too heebie-jeebie about it, but look for a a bit of correlation between these two things here. It could be a bit shorter, we'll just count the waves. Now, what I do want to point out here is we've got the A, the B, and we're going down for the C wave here at the moment. Now, there's two ways to look at this in terms of, we've got our little triangle pattern here. So we can put that, we'll put that there, and then we'll put that here, and then we'll put wave 3 here, like this. Then we could have wave 4, and then wave 5 here. So what I want to talk about here at the moment is that it just depends on how you count this to the downside. When the S&P 500 and all the tech stocks, Tesla, Microsoft, yada, 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 all of those, when they bottom out, and we're working on those at the moment. So when they bottom out, Bitcoin will pretty much bottom out with those tech stocks. Now, the thing is that we've got some tech stocks that just need to complete a wave 4 and come down here, and that's the end of it. And then we've got some that need another little wave 4 and then another move down through to here. So I've got two things. So with this here, I could count this differently. I could put this wave, this blue wave 1 and 2 here, I could put it over where the green ones are, and then just have that as wave 3 here, this wave 3 here, this wave 4 here, and then that's the low down here. Anyway, as it gets closer, I'll be able to work it out because of the tech stocks. But either way, I think that the eye on the prize is really for the hodlers to, start saving their pennies, and we'll look at this when we get down here. But we'll be able to pinpoint the low, but that's not going to make me go in and buy, because I want to see at least one impulse wave to the upside first. I want some proof of work from Bitcoin, so to speak. Okay, so we could have two different lows down here. That's I know most of the analysts are seeing this in the same way. Some people are looking at a much bigger bear picture, some doing all sorts of things. Most of them are seeing it as a little triangle pattern in here. Some of them have got this low, some of them have this low. We'll just keep open-minded, because I can see things like Tesla needs to have a 3, 4, 5, where Amazon just needs to come down for one more move, and those sorts of things. So got to kind of bundle them up, and you will see the low volatility stocks in the NASDAQ and in the S&P, shore up before that low comes into place as well. So anyway, we'll be looking at other markets because they're all vibrating together. But let's just go in and have a quick look at this, and I think we're on the 100. We'll just cut right to the chase, and maybe 50k will be enough. Yeah, plenty. So this is the pattern that we're looking at. Nothing's really changed much. It's just been a little bit confusing, and that's sort of okay. We know that it's going to be confusing, so we just need patience to get through all of this. So once again, we can look at the A wave, clear, ABC for the B wave, clear, ABC for the C wave here. And do I put the D wave here? I'm just going to move these two little things here. I'm going to move that out the way. So the C wave here is fine, and then the E wave here is also fine as well, and we could put wave 4 there, and we could just come straight down from there. We were talking about that yesterday. Or it's just going to get a little bit more complicated, I mean, these were quite big swings in here, weren't they? So this could just be the A wave. We might not be here yet with these. It might end up being over here for this, So this would be the A wave here, the B wave here, and the C wave here. So we could just borrow these for a moment. And have the D wave here, and then have another 3 wave move for the E wave here. The reason that we had the B wave here was because, or C wave rather, is because the S&P and the NASDAQ are pushing up. Can we count? I just want to check on that little structure there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you could do. You could look at that as it could fit as a 5-wave structure. So it's also possible as well. Just put a spanner in the works as 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4 and 5 to move in line with the NASDAQ and the S&P, and then fold over from that point. So that would give us a slightly different pattern coming back up to, it'll give equality to this one, and we could put a triangle in here and then go up to this point. I could even just look at this here very simply here as an A wave here, a B wave here and a C wave here, up for 1 here, back for 2 here, up for 3, 4, 5 and finish. So there's a couple of different ways that it can sort of finish. Obviously a clear breach of this move here would see it to the downside, but any move up here will struggle because it won't go very far. It won't go to the, I doubt very much if it'll go to the 32. It may just sort of poke up around the 31 to the old high here or something in a little 5-wave move or something. But yeah, all the pressures to all this resistance now, and most of the traffic is underneath of this level, so the weight is below the 30,000, so it's probably just sort of finish off in here and drop at that point. But it will be in line with the equity. So we've got another really good session at least for for tech stocks to push up and roll over. So I'm thinking sort of either the earliest it would be late Thursday off trade in the US, or even sort of Friday afternoon on the other side of it, which would leave Friday with a weaker closing and Monday being bearish as well. And obviously where Friday closes, Monday normally follows through, so just keep that in mind. Alrighty, well that's it. Not a lot to say, but it's pretty clear that we're in a corrective pattern across here, and it's clear that we're in a corrective pattern because this low here has overtaken this low here, just by a little bit, but enough to sink it in as being having it as a corrective pattern. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Cheers.